project has given kind of some new ideas and some new direction with our concept. We were originally going to do a video shoot and have something similar to this image right here, with people scrolling on their phones and then having like the TikTok that we screen record. And we've all been very, very busy this semester, but we have found some new inspiration, including some photography, which we're going to be talking about showing. We have collected a lot of assets and kind of brought together a rough cut for this new direction. So we are in week, week 11. So I guess first we can talk about our photography, because I feel like we've kind of gone from this calm, warm look to something more dark in a way, and I think this photography is going to present that very well. So, Cody, do you want to talk about these?
Yeah, we might.
Obviously this is very easy to see right now, but so I did a photo shoot, and what my goal of the photo shoot was to kind of create lack of identity when we're on our phone, and kind of just being absorbed with social media. And yeah, I don't think I did exactly what I wanted, but I did the best I could, and I'm happy with some of these. So yeah, and these are gonna be accompanied by the TikToks and social media, whatever, that we're gonna be adding onto our projection that we're gonna do. So we're gonna have these photos kind of, well, we can explain it more, but we're gonna have the photo in the center of the projection, and then we're gonna have the stream of TikToks around it.
So
Yeah,
essentially just imagine this photo with like streams of TikToks here.
We can show that after.
Here.
yeah, we have a,
Well, this is like the main focal point of the experience, and we're gonna draw the viewer's eye in by having it so dark and contrasting to the bright flashing TikToks that are gonna be surrounding it. Cody kind of talked about the themes of addiction and isolation, and we definitely want to have that contrast with the flashy, fun, upbeat, kind of brain rot type stuff you see when you scroll on TikTok. We do have another photo shoot planned, using us as the subject. So that is to come. We're gonna add more to this collection here, because we want to filter through these and cut between these and have sort of a story shown in the photography. So that is one aspect of our project and the progress we've made. We also have, I'm going to play at least one or two of these. Alex, you tell me which ones are good.
That'll be hard to say.
Alex just sends me fun TikToks all the time. He's like the king of TikTok.
Yeah.
This one? Okay. Be prepared to be blown away.
I don't want to blow out your ears. Wait,
La vraie question est de savoir pourquoi les entreprises technologiques veulent-elles réduire notre réalité.
I'm not sure. Enlighten me.
Leur but n'est pas de nous libérer grâce à la technologie, mais de coloniser nos imaginaires et nos désirs. Inciter les utilisateurs à se forger une identité autour de produits que seuls peuvent fournir, afin que les gens ne puissent pas séparer ce qu'ils consomment et qui ils sont. Mais leurs astuces deviennent évidentes. Les gens ne sont pas aussi
next.
You want to give some context to that?
I think I'll just show you one more, and I'll let you I'll let that marinate for a bit while I show you another one that was made using. That was made using AI. Oh, why is this following me? This was made using AI video a little bit.
We're Costco guys. Of course we go shopping while eating a chicken bacon.
We're Costco guys. Of course we have to try the new double chunk chocolate cookie.
Who is the pale lady? She is a very pale, plump woman with long tangled hair and pitch black eyes.
We're Costco guys. Of course we have to try out the furniture.
So it really gives you that impending doom feeling. Yeah, and I just have a collection of these. I have a folder on my phone that's literally called Brain Rot, and I just save a bunch of videos to them. But I really feel like this emotion kind of captures what we were going for in terms of the photo shoot too, of just being totally encapsulated by your phone and everything. And this to me is just like a scream, especially that first video. It's like just like a scream of just like, not really being able to control the external condition and just being able to just like look at it and being like, wow, so like we're just like in a plane crash right now. But yeah.
We still have more to present, but I have a question for the audience here. How do you guys relate to those videos? What do you guys think when you watch that? Do you see those on your own For You page? Yeah.
So the only ones, I don't know, I've seen a couple like here and there. There's this one where it's like, oh my god, it's just, I hate them. They freak me out, but it's like, it's this one guy always starts with this one video, and it's like, what's coffee spelled backwards? And then it's like, do you have one?
This guy, he's got it all.
It pretty much does that, like, genuinely.
Wrong one. I swear I have it in here. That one I just like the style of.
LeBron James hairline is
It's here. Did I not send it to the Google Drive? I guess I don't. No, but there's one like where he's like, what's coffee spelled backwards?
Yes.
It's epoch.
It was just
yeah,
funny. Yeah, no.
It's in that sort of similar style, where it's just like, that too is what we were kind of going with, which was like, the, we're Costco guys, or like, just like the sort of pointless consumption, like this one. So it kind of takes like the simple, just like mindless, like, oh, we're gonna try Tim Hortons new coffee, and just kind of makes it into something sort of horrifying.
It's like, when I watch these, like, I get a headache.
Yeah.
Like, my head genuinely hurts.
Yeah.
Like, it feels like I have pressure right here.
Yeah. And that's one thing too, is I have to collect more videos, which this will actually be harder, is finding videos, especially on my For You page after saving all of these. But it's gonna be harder for me to find videos where people are just like, oh, come try this new Tim Hortons donuts, where it's just, I feel like, which is a lot of social media now, which is just like branded consumption, ad, go buy this plastic thing, go buy this. So like, I have to get more of that. There was one TikTok, I meant to send it, but I think it got deleted, and it was like, what's better than this sound? And it's like a girl shaking a Dunkin' cup, and it's just like, ooh, iced coffee, and then like somebody literally stitched it with like the sound of a bird, like nature, and I'm like, oh my god, this is like serotonin for my brain. It actually improves my day, just hearing the bird and everything, and I'm like, wow, that's kind of crazy how I did that, so yeah.
That's a great transition point, actually, into the rough cut. So yeah, we do have this like view of the world after this, access to information, overconsumption, and just things being shoved in your face all the time. And it kind of affects with that, being in the photography. And we want to find a way to contrast that with a message of reconnecting with nature, kind of like the coffee Dunkin', remembering what birds sound like. So we want to have an audio aspect to this. So when you're walking that hallway, you do hear some like reminiscence of like these TikToks and craziness, but you also hear sounds from nature to hopefully remind you that there's other stuff out there. It's a lot. It's a little overstimulating.
In my opinion, it needs to be more.
Yeah.
It needs to be more overwhelming.
So this is a rough cut. We want to have something that loops, and we want to have it filled even more. This kind of reminds me of a project that I did a while back where everything on the screen was filled with, it was 74 different videos. So it's a little overstimulating, and I'm going to take some things I learned from that to try to keep the viewer's attention. And I think having this black void in the middle, I think we got to expand that in a way.
That's what I was thinking.
Because, yeah, it's a little much. But this is our progress report. We do have our next week planned forward. That's something we're starting to do, is have a to-do list every week. We're hoping to schedule and take more photos in the next week or Cody's on time. Alex is going to be collecting more obscene videos, and I'm going to be working on the sound design of the nature and all of that. So that's our week forward, and then we only have 3 more weeks. Does everybody have any questions or comments or concerns or statements? Yes.
Well, I really like the idea. I think it reminds me, I like how you guys make it feel uneasy like that. It's like a good, sort of a good feeling to terminate through. It reminds me a lot of, did you ever see some movie on Netflix about like social media and stuff like that? And the approach was like, we throw this ad, this person and wake them up. And I think it was like a social network or something, I forgot. But we had to watch that in class, and it gave me the same sort of feeling like your phone's trying to addict you.
Was it The Social Dilemma?
Social Dilemma? Yeah, absolutely. Oh, those are 2 completely wrong movies. But either way, I really like your guys' ideas, and you're like sprout, like Cody, you're taking pictures, you're the great TikTok search engine, and Jeff's got like a sound design. I really like where your guys' videos at, even if it's a rough cut, because it gave me that feeling while watching that, and like showing how you get sucked into a phone. You know what I mean?
Have you heard of Core?
Yes.
We do, yeah.
Okay. Well, never mind then.
That's
It's kind of
That
like,
was sort of the
Okay.
ground framing inspiration.
because I know that Core and Brainlaw, it's definitely similar, but it's like a bit different. Like maybe implementing like a little bit of Core kind of stuff. I don't know if that's like.
That's sort of the direction we're going to, but the way we thought about it is like, we'll kind of figure out how this is going to end once like we're more towards the end, because like right now it's like, okay, what message do we want to give to people as they like accept all of this information? You know, you don't just want to like walk into this projection of like, we're Costco guys, and then just leave being like, what was that? So we're just kind of figuring that out. But yeah, the Core was like sort of the inspiration for it, because I also too feel like with Core, a lot of it's like, oh, motivational and everything. And like, I guess the simple message would be just like, you know, there's like a whole world outside, not just on your phone, but presenting that in a way that's like kind of not really been done before, because a lot of it is like, oh, you kids are always on your phone nowadays. And so it's just like, no, like once you experience it, or once you listen to these nature sounds, or once you like, you know, sort of realize what's going on, then it's like, maybe you'll be more motivated to take that step and like experience the world. But yeah.
I would just have some like ideas, you don't have to take them, but for your final video, just like even like speeding up the progression of the videos would be interesting, or like making some get bigger all of a sudden, and some just to like kind of like, not like flashing people, but like kind of at the same time.
Yeah.
Or like making certain videos louder. Like,
Yes.
okay.
if you guys have any videos you want to be included in this, the kind that are like, you know, that you get, they're like the, not just the, we're Costco guys, but
Watch some more.
something like that. You want to watch more?
Yeah.
We'll watch more.
We'll put a folder on Drive and put it into the classes Trello. So if you have stuff you want to submit, feel free. Everyone's algorithm is a little different, so that would definitely be interesting.
I'm absolutely locked in when I'm working from home because I always give my best effort and stay focused throughout the day. It's all
It's not this guy, but
No, it's not.
that sort of like replicatable trend of like, oh, like you see, you go on Facebook, right? I'm sure we've all been on Facebook where it's like, oh, now I'm gonna do something crazy. I'm gonna guess your lock screen combination, and like they're like, yeah, fine. But this is like that where they're like coffee spelled backwards is EFOC, and it's like, ooh. So just like that, sort of just your brain is dripping from your ears, sort of thing.
No, that's not it.
Yeah. This one?
Yeah.
I like that one. So loud. It's in that one.
This is why they want to ban TikTok. Do you realize, like, we're all laughing about it, and I always watch these. I've watched these, like, millions of times. I still laugh at them, and I just think it's because it's, like, you know, just coming to that realization where it's like, yeah, this is sort of ridiculous that we're just, like, consuming this content, and we kind of are all aware of how just absurd it is, so, yeah.
You want to end with one more video?
I want to see more of the Costco
Yeah, from
one.
the crowd. Any thumbnails stand out?
Play the whole Costco one out.
That one I saw late at night last night, and I kind of got scared.
Full screen. Come on. Yeah, full screen. Turn on captions.
You're like halfway. We've seen it.
We're Costco guys. Of course we gotta try the new double chunk chocolate cookie.
Who is the pale lady? She is a very pale, plump woman.
But ironically, it is using AI,
Black eye.
which I thought was, you know, it's extending the video.
Of course we have to try out the furniture.
We're Costco guys. Of course we work out with tires.
Costco guys. What the heck is this thing?
Costco guys. Of course we get the TV in the place every time we come in.
We're Costco guys. Of course we get the sample even though we bought the thing the last 3 times we were here.
We're Costco guys. Of course we throw paper towels.
Get on Twitter with that bush.
We're Costco guys. Of course we eat 13.5 pounds of meat.
I know that sound.
We're Costco guys. Of course we gotta try to help you all this year.
Seems good.
It is sound. Well, thank you guys.
We'll definitely have more.
So one of the things I find interesting about what you're doing is you're making a solitary experience a community experience, right? So like, how often have you watched these videos in a group like this as a public setting, right? And what, I'm just curious, like aesthetically, like how you are planning to present this visually, like on location. Did you have a schematic for that, or what was your plan?
So the hallway that we're in the final stages of communicating with the contact there. No bureaucracy, to go from person to person and find the right one. It's that white hallway, so it's fully white, and we'll have this like black void contrasting that. We're hoping to get like 2 projectors like on top of each other, so it's like this. It's longer vertically than it is horizontally, so we can have that stream of videos moving down the screen. We definitely want to experiment more when we have more assets collected in a project to be able to highlight different videos, change the speeds, add text if you're lacking in the story or message department. But yeah, having that high contrast black with the videos, I think.
And then sound too is a really important part of it. So I have speakers that we can use and we plan to use like, so yeah, just imagine that last video, but times 10. And now I'm starting to think of like, how would this look on an IMAX screen?
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
But,
Yeah.
yeah.
And what about like the user experience here? So if you're in a hallway, that's like a temporary passage, right?
Yeah.
Usually solo, right? Probably with your phone looking at something, right? So are you going to try to cultivate more of a group experience or give a chance, like for people to,
Yeah,
did you?
We definitely talked about it.
Yeah.
And we do know that people are going to be walking by it quick, which is why we can't have like a traditional story of like shot to shot to shot to shot.
Right.
Anyone walking at any point of this video is going to get a similar experience because it's just a loop of the text running down the screen. They might see different images based on like the timing of it, but they'll have a similar experience no matter what time they walk.
And we know we don't want to make it too long, that like it sort of feels like overdone at least, because like you can only tolerate that for so long. So yeah, we just want people to be able to like have that experience and then like be able for them to be able to like think about it like probably the rest of the day.
Cool. All right, that was just thank you.
Yes.
All right.
Okay, I do not know why that is happening right now, but I think I can still see it. Alright, so mine, first off, so over break, my idea kind of changed a lot, and it sort of became a website, actually. It's sort of like, oh, this is kind of how I want it to look. There's obviously a few more things to fix, but I put a Rush video in the middle for now, because I'm working on that big video, kind of like an introduction and stuff like that, and that's on my SIM cards, so that's taking me a while. But down here, I kind of set this thing up as, I did a lot of like researching on marketing plan, because when I do stuff in school, I tend to have like a Impractical Joker's approach to sort of every slideshow that I do. Like it's like, in class when it's supposed to be on some certain topic, you make it really funny and ridiculous. And that always worked for me in those advertising classes, and I always got like if there was a vote on which was the best page, it would win for that. So basically, I went on and took notes for, because I'm not just applying this I'm applying this to any social media channel that I have. So I took notes on like successful YouTubes, Instagrams, and kind of like made like a drawing board, because I'm still working on it. But then with this website, I kind of practiced that Impractical Joker's approach, where you come through, I have like a welcome thing. I was really inspired by Kevin Hart's thing, his website he has, but then I just threw a few videos up here right now because I'm working on a content page, and that's terrifying, that photo. But what's it called? And I got a few images down here, and then let me see if I can find an example. All right, so just this is like a good example. Like you see how this looks very normal. Then he sits at the bottom. This guy looks like a real asshole. But either way, this is what I kind of wanted to make this site, because I wanted to be able to use copyright music like that over in the corner. You can see where I put using copyright, please don't sue me because I have no money, which is very true. But it's kind of like supposed to be professional, but mixed in with funny. So while you read it, you're enjoying it. You know what I mean? It's not just a bunch of text on a sheet. But then I have a few pages too I can show because I have been making some work on this. And I have an about, which is kind of just in basic. This is another example that like, what the hell is no profit privacy? Like I feel like that's just something that you would think. And I have this really good sort of like motivate. I think what makes this funny is that it looks like all this motivational like text and it's in these big letters, and then you like really read it and you're like, what the hell is going on here? But like, then I don't know. I think that's always worked for me and it's been engaging. Then I have, of course, a page about myself. I have a few flicks in it. They're very old. And then I have the quote that I was telling you, Jewel, is anyone can make a movie. All it takes is iMovie and a dream. And basically, if I could give like, is without going through all these pages and explaining what's going on this site is like supposed to be a hub to think of something. It's also kind of turned into my own work being on there. And what I kind of want to do is like open it up community based, and like what I do is like it's very easy to click on the link and become a part of this and do like your own ideas. Because really, I mean, you can grab an iPhone and copyright music and make anything. So I mean, and it looks like it came out of a Hollywood studio. But basically, what I was talking about is this was the section I was really pushing. Now there's not too many in here, but like I'm someone that always wants to find ideas because that's what makes me think. I go on Google and I Google it, and I basically put like funny ideas for videos, how to generate ideas. That last one is not one that I made. I'm not a graphic designer. And basically around this and content and community, that's kind of all I really want this website to be, because I'm kind of making a few websites at the same time. This one and my own personal one, and I'm kind of trying to like link it together. And this is my content page. I still got to work on figuring out how to do a channel, but I basically went to my YouTube. I have all my videos. I've put them on YouTube and unlisted them. So basically, I don't have to use any storage putting all these videos, and I can put however many videos I want in it. So that's kind of where I'm at right now. I'm still putting this together. There's a few things I don't like completely. I really, check out my top. I really like how that looks. But either way, I don't know. This it's shaping into what I thought it was going to look like, which is good. And I'm still making progress on it though, because it is not perfect by any means. But yeah, that's where I'm at with my project right now.
All right, so comments and questions.
Jeff?
There's a little fact. Me and Ethan are in graphic design together right now, and I can tell that it's working. You're learning stuff because the website looks really nice.
Thank you.
Fonts are good. Very easy to read, so definitely looks great.
I appreciate that.
I can tell you planned a lot, and it's all coming together.
I do like the concept of keeping it kind of engaging and fun. I feel like that's something I've struggled with making websites or just anything like presenting presentations, all that. So I feel like you should definitely keep that up, and I like that it's still like, you know, not too over the top, and that you made it look professional, but it's still like got like funky little quirks like everywhere, just to keep you kind of wanting to read more. I think that's very strong.
I appreciate it. Does anyone feel like there's a way I can improve on it? I don't know, because I do everything. I'm trying the best, because I mean, the harsh reality of making a website is you'll have that moment where you're like, wow, what if no one views this? What if no one wants to check this out? And that's kind of like, it's been a lot of trial and error. I made a lot of different Wix websites, and some worked and some didn't. And trying to like apply all that to this. So if there's anything you notice that maybe I should change, let me know.
So is it all about using copyrighted stuff?
It started, so it kind of encompasses, I got ADHD, insane. So I mean, I got a lot of things going on, but it started because actually you put me on this idea of, that's something that I do on a regular basis, because I just noticed I use copyrighted music. And I always thought like, I'm definitely gonna go to court soon for this, but trying to make it available in the way that I see how they do it on YouTube, and you get away with it. And I think like what this website is supposed to be is, it's using copyrighted music. It's also kind of become like a production in its own sort, like getting people like make videos together. Because I was telling you, I hated in high school not having like any friends to make like videos. But I mean, they obviously were cool, but like they couldn't sit down and do an 8-hour movie with me or want to talk about something like that. And I noticed in the fraternity that like, cause all of our guys are very standard Yushi business majors and all that, working time. And when I was interviewing them, I just kind of brought that side out of them and like the questions, and I mean, you've seen them, I put funny photos, they'd be talking, and they really enjoyed it. They told me then like, wow, I really wish I could do something like this. And I was like, well, I can show you how. So this is kind of like just having videos up there and showing someone how to do how I came to starting to do it. And I think it's just, I think it's a very helpful thing to know. Because if I would have walked into the film video major and just realized like, wow, because I was in the classes before and people had questions about things that I completely know how to do. And it's just like, if there's a video like that really emphasizes like an experience and also motivation, that's what this website's about. And I've come to that realization.
So just for the general anybody to...
Yeah, general public. It's a way to get my videos out there while also getting other people's videos involved in it. Like, in terms of community, I obviously would have to have a few people that started like doing stuff like that, but it's really like, I'd say a production company. It's kind of like a group, you know what I mean? Like, it's supposed to be like sharing all these videos and then like, eventually down the road it would lead to that if it was successful. So it'd be like a way to make certain things.
So are you going to use this irreverent style that you have, which people find appealing, right?
Yeah.
To make, like, are you going to make like tutorials or videos?
Yeah,
like
that's kind of
demos?
what that video is that I'm working on. And that encompassed within itself has been a struggle. But I think that's what I kind of want to do. I kind of just want tutorials and a way to do it. And you're right, with me like joking around stuff like that, I just want someone to read it and like, I feel like little comments like that, as stupid as they are and unexpected, they keep you like invested. Like, oh, this guy's funny. And I've learned like over time, I've just known a lot of people that like can't take a joke about anything. And that's kind of been my method, is I've made the joke on myself. You can't make fun of someone that's making fun of themselves. And I mean, I feel like if I make fun of myself and also kind of apply that real sort of way, that's what's going to make this website really successful. Because I've done that for a long time over the years. Because I mean, we're in a fraternity, we take stuff from each other. I get shit on all the time. But
So what's the format of these, like video is going to be really short format, like with lots of fast moving edits and graphics?
that's not
Yeah.
just for engagement purposes. Because like TikTok, I mean, someone watches a TikTok video for 20 seconds and they skip it. So it needs to be something that can like grab and then
Do you have a sample of one yet, or you?
I just have some of my videos. I'm working on all that on my computer. It's been a real process.
Okay.
But I'm getting close on that. I don't know. I want that main video obviously to encompass attention, and then I think it opens the doorway to just all my other videos that'll be on there.
Yeah.
That's kind of where that spark starts.
So what's the goal for your next production? Like Spencer was saying, you know, he wanted to get his level, get his level aligned with his partner's assets. What's your goal for your next?
My goal, I think, is to just have all this road. It's really been more like a study. It's kind of been like a study within myself, trying
Right,
to
but the next production touch base, the reason we're
Like
doing
the-
this is to
yeah.
make sort of like spread it out. They're like sprints, right? And computer science students do these things called sprints, right?
Yeah.
Where they quickly generate some content and then present on it. So what would your next sprint be?
What my sprint idea the next time would be is having that video in a form where it can be seen, or at least like I'm working on it, because right now it's just, my problem is when I work on something, if I'm not happy with it, I'm not going to show it until I really feel like I've done it. And I mean, that's also a dangerous line, because that could reach up to me just finishing at the last moment and then doing that.
Yeah. So you're going to have to get into the uncomfortable zone, kind of like you did last semester, right? When we worked with the Unity stuff,
no
right?
idea what's going on in that.
But that was good though, because I saw your persistence and you just kept working through it till it finally worked. It'd be nice to see some of your progress.
Like that.
Yeah. And kind of get back, because again, you're putting yourself out there to make people feel comfortable.
And that's the thing. That's why I'm handling it so carefully. Because back in high school, like I told you, I had a YouTube channel and I did that, and it was funny and people enjoyed it. But there's also like with everything, there's a lot of hate about it. It's like, why are you doing this? And that's why I'm so careful with it. Is because once you do that, I mean, like you are associated with that forever. And I mean, I got lucky breaking through, and not in the SoundCloud name stick around, but I mean, I just want I want to be happy with this and enough to where I project it feels like it's me right now. Because I've worked hard on trying to, figure out a way to do it that really hits with people and resonates.
Yeah.
So,
Okay. Any other comments or questions? Yeah.
I don't know if you have thought about this, but I feel like with like the direction you're going, like maybe, because it seems like you want to help people get started when it comes to this stuff, and you just got like such a great like outspoken personality. I feel like you could definitely maybe go into like trying to make some like motivational videos or something of the sort, or like even like a kind of thing where you can teach others.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know, do you know what I'm saying?
I get what you're saying.
Yeah, like I feel like because I don't know, I feel like the cadence of your voice just makes me want to believe everything you say. And I feel like you just be very strong at like, you know, just kind of getting people out there and like pushing them to actually like do what they want to like do creatively. So maybe just like thinking about maybe some motivational videos or something like that that you could also post along with like the stuff that you're creating. I don't know.
I actually never thought about that. That's like one.
Yeah. So I want you to really think about your next sprint, okay? That might be a good way for you to think about it and what you're going to actually generate and present. It'll be in conjunction, so you keep building, right? So we're kind of doing building blocks, and this is the safe place where we can share a process. We all understand that it's not finished yet.
Yeah, and the nice way, what I look at that way is, I mean, like, this is kind of like the framework, the website and all that's came together, and now I just have a lot more time. 'Cause my post-production definitely was stretched into, you know, after you're done filming it, because that video is basically the intro to it all, but that is what I want to do. I mean, I just feel like I have a lot of time to do it, and obviously I've been telling you, I've been running into struggles, but also been solving them, and don't worry, I also videoed me through those struggles, so that's a couple of Ethan Ross rants in the middle of the night, are very entertaining to watch. I do not know how to get this off the screen.
That's okay. Okay. All right. Thanks, Ethan.
I'm having issues with my game loading because the project was originally created on a Windows computer. So now that I am on a Mac, I don't think it will load. So that is a issue that we are running into. But if it did load, it would look a little something like this. Okay. Okay, I can't find the video. That's okay. We've had a big breakthrough with being able to be playing online in a specific lobby or a central hosted game, and I assume Logan's talked about the map he's designed, correct? Yeah, so essentially I've been working on the coding part, essentially getting the game to actually game, you know, be able to run, be able to shoot, be able to jump, all that sort of fun stuff, and I've been pretty successful so far. I've been just following this template, and it's gotten me pretty good results. I've just run into some issues with models not working the way that I want to, and tinkering with some of the functions that it has, but overall, I think we're ready to make the jump between transferring what Logan has and what I have together in order to create a final project. We just gotta meet up with him tomorrow, and we should be able to get that done shortly. And I'm hoping to also get a Mac version of this game onto my system so that I can transfer it to here so I can actually show you guys what it will look like. But overall, that's what I have so far.
Okay. So, do you guys have any questions?
Yes.
You mentioned just like moving it over to Mac. Is it built for Windows? Is that like the problem you're encountering?
Yeah, because it's like when I built it, it was like built for Windows since I was working on a Windows computer at the time. So I just need to separately build it for Mac, and then that will hopefully solve my issues.
Is that like rebuilding the entire thing, or is it just changing some like settings?
I think it's just changing some settings. We'll have to see, but otherwise I can restart the process over on a Mac machine if that is necessary, and then transfer all the files from there.